Hey guys, and welcome back to this place. And if you are new, then welcome here for the very first time. I am Carmen, and today we are watching season 1, episode 7 of Arcane. In the last episode, stuff just started ramping up. You know, we have Victor talking to Silco's right-hand guy. We have Vi getting kidnapped by the firelights, and I think Caitlyn got kidnapped by them as well. We had Vi and Powder's reunion, which was unfortunately interrupted by the firelights. We had Heimerdinger getting kicked out of office. What else did we have? Let me see my notes. I think we had that one lady, I think, getting killed by Powder as a warning to Silco. We just had a lot of stuff. So I'm not going to ramble at you guys too much at the beginning, but there is one thing that I wanted to let you guys know, and that is that I have secured Kleenex. So I'm ready. Watch me have gotten through all the episodes I would have needed Kleenex for. That's wishful thinking, though. I feel like I'm going to need these, and I now have them, so. Anyway, let's just get right into this episode. Okay. Is this the firelights?
When were you planning to tell me that your lunatic sister works for him?
Just as soon as you came clean about what the hell you're really doing down here.
I told you the truth.
Bullshit. What was that glowing stone?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Hey, stop! Get your hands
Oh, I just realized that we're seeing it through their hoods. Okay. We haven't seen him before. What if is it EKKO? That's what I was thinking after the last episode. I forgot to ever mention that.
You shy or just ugly?
What if it's EKKO? I think it's EKKO. That's my guess. Take it out. I was right.
You look good for a dead girl.
Yes! Because I couldn't think of who we would know but hadn't seen again from the very first episodes, and then I was like, EKKO. And it makes sense for it to be him after what happened to, damn it, what's his name? Benzo?
What do you know about this?
She doesn't.
Nothing. What the hell is this all about?
What were you doing with Jinx?
Her name is Powder, and I just found her when you and your goons showed up.
Yeah.
It's me, Vi. Same person who used to take you down to the junk heap and hose you down when you got covered in grease.
That was a long time ago. I thought you were dead. Now you show up with a Pilty and give her a tour of the lanes?
Pilty.
So you just come out swinging?
Gee, I wonder who I learned that from.
Missed you, little man.
How long have you had those off?
How long have you been whining?
Aww. But he hasn't had a hug in a while.
I know the look of a doomed man. I must warn you. If you take this path, they will despise you.
They already do.
It's why I parted ways with Heimerdinger.
He knew Heimerdinger?
Jace will understand.
I don't know. Jace is a little different than he used to be, I think.
Marcus brought this to me. Whoever built it knows exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
This and Shimmer. It's hard to believe what they're capable of.
Why? They're people.
He was my mentor, Mel. And I betrayed him.
A little bit, yeah.
Everything you said about him was true. Heimerdinger will understand eventually.
I mean, I think it depends on what Jace does, if Heimerdinger understands or not.
First, I have to save Victor.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Huh? He's fine. Didn't know a way to save himself.
I'll store the council, but they'll soon need their leader. In the meantime,
Get to
try
work.
not to lose your nuts.
I like her. I like Jace, but I just feel like he's a bit foolhardy and foolish sometimes.
She was there for me, not the enforcer.
Yeah.
She's just some stupid topsider. Yeah. Caitlyn.
Girl, take a breath. What is this place? Aw.
If a single seed can make it down here, so could we.
Aw. That's so cool.
I should have been there. For you.
You were in jail. Prison, whatever.
Powder's gone, Vi. All that's left is Jinx, and she belongs to
You're
Silco.
wrong. She's still in there. I can reach her.
You can't.
I hope she can.
I got one more thing to show you.
Oh god, I just hope. I don't know. Aww.
This is everyone we've lost. The price of our freedom. Most was Silco. Your sister works for him not because she has to, but because she wants to. I'm sorry, but that's who she is now.
But I think that, like, maybe Vi is the only person that could get through to her. You know?
Do you have any idea how this looks? I order a blockade and my own partner violates it.
I mean, he was already on the other side, to be fair.
I was consulting a friend about our quandary. I told you I knew someone.
Well, you didn't say they were from the Undercity?
And that matters.
They're dangerous.
I'm from the Undercity.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've had a lot on my plate. Was your friend able to help?
No. No, he said nature was resistant to this sort of tampering.
He lied because he doesn't trust Jace anymore. See, the thing is that Piltover and people from Piltover, like Jace, have this prejudice, even when they know people, and prove that that prejudice is kind of stupid, you know?
Better to have some trade than none at all.
Oh, what's he doing? Yeah. They're doing some shit.
Oh, you don't recognize it. Have you forgotten where we came from? When I pulled you all up from the depths, I gave you life, purpose. But you've grown fat and complacent.
He's not gonna give it to him.
We came from a world where there was never enough to go round. That is why we fight. Do you remember?
What's he gonna do? Yeah. Oh, okay. How is he able to still breathe it, though?
It's too soon. Jace isn't ready.
Ready for what?
There's one other thing. This arrived for you.
From her family? Is that their seal or sigil or whatever?
Let her go. I brought her here. It's me you want.
My hero.
You're... But I thought you...
Let me help you with that.
Where have you been, Jinx?
Chasing down dead ends. They're not all dead.
I can explain.
Don't move, silly.
Marcus never told me she was in Stillwater.
But you found out she came back.
I wanted to protect you.
From what?
She and the Enforcer are back for the crystal. Not for you. Have you forgotten how she left you? Who found you?
She didn't leave, though.
I am your family. Everyone else betrays us.
But she didn't leave.
I need you. Now more than ever.
Maybe that thing is how he's able to breathe that air and stuff.
Your people hunt us. Like animals. Silco pays them to do it.
You're wrong.
Say that one more time.
EKKO, she believes what she's saying, okay? She's not your enemy.
Then what's this?
You got it. You have to let me take that back.
What is it? What is it? Tell us.
It's a gemstone.
Thank you.
With this, someone with the right knowledge could build any hex-tech device.
We could beat Silco with this.
That won't solve things.
Easy for you to say. Your people aren't dying all around you.
It's wrong what's been done to you.
Yes, thank you.
You'd be well within your rights to keep it. I couldn't blame you. If you do, this cycle of violence will never stop. This is our best shot at setting the record straight. This city needs healing. More than I ever realized.
She is right.
Let me help you.
I like her.
You got a plan?
I have a friend on the council. Let me take the gemstone to him. He'll listen to me. Your people wouldn't have to hide anymore.
God, I just hope that she's right.
I'm the one who gives it to them.
Okay. I'm scared because of the barricade and Marcus. Like, this would be a good plan otherwise, I think.
If we are to assume the worst, that would mean they've turned it into a weapon.
Well, do we know this for certain?
We can't afford to wait to find out.
Wait, what are you suggesting?
Yeah.
We should prepare our own countermeasures.
You
like
want us
what?
to build weapons?
Absolutely not. That is not why we invented Hextech.
We would shatter any attempt at peace.
The peace is already broken, Jace. I'm only asking you to prepare to defend your people.
But aren't the Undercity also his people? Didn't we already have this discussion?
What if she's right?
We're scientists, not soldiers.
We have the knowledge to defend ourselves.
We agreed Hextech was to improve lives, not to take them.
We may not have a choice.
There is always a choice.
Yep.
I need to think.
But, like, once again, the Undercity is still part of your city. They're still your people. Didn't the council already have this discussion? Like, oh God. Victor, don't do it. EKKO better not get hurt. I'll be mad. Did he carve those runes into his skin? Oh gosh. Victor! Victor, no. What? What is he becoming? What is he becoming?
Bye.
I can't leave her again.
You can't change her.
She has to try.
Don't get yourself killed.
Please?
No promises.
Aww.
It's been real, Cupcake. Thanks for everything. Shut up. It's just a goodbye hug.
Yeah.
She wouldn't do that. Not again.
I mean, I would have accepted a goodbye kiss, but I'm just saying.
What the hell is this?
Fucking Marcus.
I have proof. Silco's behind everything.
Show me.
No, we can't trust him. Oh!
Shit.
Marcus is one of them, though. Oh! Are you fucking kidding me? Did he just kill EKKO? Because I'm not fucking okay with that.
I told you to leave this alone.
No, he's not dead, right? Wake up. Wake up, you're okay. Oh, he's wearing a... Okay, okay. Thank fuck, he really is. I thought I was just in denial. He's got a vest on, though. Oh, thank fuck. Oh no, please don't hurt Caitlyn. Or EKKO. No, no, no.
Don't mind. Tell my daughter.
Oh, fuck. Fuck, I don't know if anybody's gonna be there to tell your daughter. Oh, she made it to her. Go, get up, run, get up, run, get up, run, get up, run, get up, run. No, 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 no. Okay. Don't. I'm so scared. Don't let him.
Go!
Don't die. Please. What's he doing? Aww. Oh. But they were just playing when they were kids. Oh no, 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 no. He's these powder. I think she's okay. Like, I don't think that she's dead. I just hope that EKKO's not dead. Whew, okay. Don't worry, guys. I'm prepared. Oh. I got too many. Okay, you guys. So that was a really good episode with minimal crying again. So quite happy with it. I'm really excited that we got to see EKKO and that I finally figured out that he was the Firelight with the mask, because it took me longer than it should have, I feel, to realize that, because he's the logical choice. But that being said, the thing is that Powder is going to see this as Vi betraying her, right? When because Silco told Powder that Vi is replacing her with Caitlyn, that now she sees that relationship as a challenge for her own relationship with Vi. Whereas it's not. I very much think that it's romantic and that Vi is into Caitlyn and vice versa. Anyway, and so it's definitely not like a competition at all for Vi's care. She's not replacing her as like a sister, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I guess you could still see romantic attachment as replacing you, right? Because then Vi has somebody else in her life that she loves and cares about. But Powder has Silco, right? Who is a father figure to her, who she presumably loves and cares about. So, I don't know. It's just... Silco is incredibly manipulative, right? And while I do think that he cares about Powder, aka Jinx, in his own way, I don't think he's a good enough person to have the selfless kind of love that a parent should have for their child, right? Where no matter what happens to you, as long as your child is happy and safe and protected, then that's what you ultimately want, even if it's at the detriment of yourself or your relationship with your child. And so I definitely think that Silco is not that person. You know, he still at the end of the day wants what's best for Silco. Like, and I think that he is, I mean, clearly willing to sacrifice Powder and her happiness and who she is to get that end goal, right? I mean, he allowed this Jinx persona to become fully fleshed out, right? And he's allowing her to kill Powder bit by bit. And I mean, I think that in and of itself kind of proves, and I do know that I feel thinks that he's doing what's best in his own weird way, right? Because he feels like Silco, had to kill whatever part of him it was that was weak and needed Vander and needed family and whatever, all that stuff before, right? And so I think that in his own weird way, he thinks that he's making her strong by doing this, but he's also just lying to her, right? Because whether or not he actually thinks that Vi is genuinely with Caitlyn and that all she cares about is the gem, which he doesn't, because he knows that she just got released from prison where she's been for the past insert however many years it's been here, you know? So I think that he is very much trying to manipulate Powder, Jinx, into what he wants her to do. And I don't know. It frustrates me because in a sense, I can understand where Silco's coming from. Like I've talked about before, you know, he is entirely the product of where he came from and what it cost. But if you, on this other side of that coin, so is EKKO. EKKO is fully a product of where he came from and the cost of it and everything. But instead of trying to do what Silco did to the Undercity, he created a beautiful haven where life could flourish and people could be given a chance. And it's the whole nature versus nurture thing too, right? Because EKKO had Benzo, at least in some degree, for some part of his life. And he had Vander, and he had these good ideas instilled in him. And we don't know fully where Silco came from or what his life was like before. So anyway, I'm just saying, it's like you can see how Silco came to be, but it doesn't excuse the horrific things that he's willing to do to further his place, because I think that there's a different way to go about what he wants and achieving it than, you know, just killing a bunch of people. speaking of people and where they come from, we also had Victor in this episode, kind of sacrificing himself to continue living. Like, we'll see what version of Victor this actually ends up being, and if it's an okay version of him, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith that it's going to be. I think that, I don't know, I worry for Victor and his mental state and everything going forward, because he literally is changing himself fundamentally. So the idea that he would still be Victor is perhaps a little naive. Like, we'll see what iteration, what version of Victor this is going to be. I do think that it was sad to see his interactions with Jace in this episode, because, I don't know, it's just, while I don't think Heimerdinger is 100% in the right, I think that, you know, you have to, his perspective is a bit skewed, being somebody who lives for such a long time, right? So he can afford to wait where humans maybe can't. However, I think that his perspective as somebody who is a firsthand witness to horror and destruction and things that what Jace is doing could recreate, should be valued and listened to. Like, his perspective is unique and should be given the time of day, right? Whereas, is her name Mel? She is, and I really like her, so it's frustrating, but I think that she's coming at it from a place of her understanding. And I think that that's valid as well. But I just think that they're losing sight of the fact that the Undercity is part of their city. They're still the same people, right? They're like, it's us versus them, these, you know, blah, blah, blah. And like the wording and the framing of it is, it's really frustrating, right? Because they're just two parts of the same city. And it's, I don't know, I find it really, really, really frustrating, the way that it's being framed, and the prejudice that is ingrained in Jace that we can see coming forward, because, you know, he's saying like, oh, these people, they're doing this, they're doing this, they're doing this. And Victor's like, I'm one of them, according to you, them, you know. But they're all just fucking people. Like, I don't know. I get really frustrated in these sorts of instances. But in particular, because like just a few episodes ago, the one council lady was talking about the Undercity, and she's like, you know, as much as we don't, you know, maybe we don't want to admit it, like, they're still your constituents, like, they're still your people, like, they're part of this. And now we're like just shifting to completely like us versus them. We're building a barricade so they can't get into the city. We're based off of the actions of one person or one small group of people. I don't know, you guys. It's just, it's frustrating me. I don't think I'm articulating it well. A lot of times I don't articulate things well. You guys know that. But it is very frustrating to see this sort of play out, because, I mean, it's stereotyping. It's just, let's collectively punish a lot of people for the actions of very few of them. And it just doesn't, it's not logical, right? And again, they're all the same fucking people. It's just the rich ones versus the poor ones. And it's all the same fucking city. I still fully ship Vi and Caitlyn. It's like, I don't know, I really like them. And I really loved to see Caitlyn in this episode understanding that her city, like her part of Piltover, has caused a lot of pain and hurt and that there's a lot of reparations that need to be made to the Undercity because of the things that Piltover has done to them. And I really liked to see Caitlyn sort of realize that and take some measure of responsibility, at least for her part in it and her part in being misinformed and not understanding. And hopefully that will lead her to actionable change that she will make within herself and try to enact in Piltover to some degree that will help the Undercity. You know, like I think that there are definitely people in Piltover who don't care and just would like to see the Undercity get destroyed. But I think that there's a lot of people like Caitlyn who just aren't aware fully of what's going on. And once they become aware, will then hopefully realize like the fucked up societal structure that they live in and try to fight to change it, you know. Again, all of it is very reminiscent of our world, as I've said a bunch of times, but it's kind of good to see that message portrayed. Like, you know, they might see Caitlyn as the bad guy, and in a way, because she didn't know she was, because she was part of the society that was perpetuating this badness. But now that she knows, she can work towards changing that in herself. Anyway, I really liked that part of the story. I really love Vi and Caitlyn, and I like their relationship. I love that Vi calls her Cupcake. I think it's very cute. And I am like, my shipping goggles are fully on, you guys. They're right here. They're on. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm like that that guy, you know, when they were hugging the now kiss. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'll put something up here maybe. So if you do, you know. Anyway, that's me. Speaking of Caitlyn working through her stuff and discovering things, it would be nice to see Jace go on that journey as well, because I feel like he has the capacity to work on himself and change and grow and understand things, because he saw magic heal his mother, and he got them to change their mind about that. So I feel like if he could change his mind, then he could have a lot of power, especially now that he's on the council, to change other hearts and minds. But he's still like, I don't know, I feel like he's still in this cycle of seeing it too much of them and us and not understanding Piltover's role in what has occurred in the Undercity, and not accepting Piltover's role in what has happened and what has made people react that way. It's like he almost understands, and Victor's like tried to get him to understand, but I don't know, it's like, is he a lost cause? Because he's been friends with Victor for almost a decade, I would assume. You know, again, time jump. And he still doesn't get it. I mean, it took Caitlyn like a couple days. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just, I kind of feel like Jace right now is just all talk and no action on actually helping the people of the Undercity. And he's flip-flopping a lot, and I don't know. I can understand why Victor, I think, lost a little bit of faith in him in this episode, and I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm just losing a little bit of faith in Jace as time goes on. I hope that he will listen to Caitlyn and realize some things, but who knows at the end of the day, you know. Also, where did Heimerdinger go? We saw him with like his hood up and everything, but I wasn't, there was a lot going on at the time, and I wasn't like super paying attention to like what was in the background, so I didn't decipher where he was going. So that'll be interesting to see in the next episode. we had Silco, you know, being Silco and manipulating people and, you know, trying to kill them and then giving them oxygen and then, you know, basically just securing his place as king of the Undercity. Not really a lot to say there. I know I'm worried about what's going to happen to Victor. I'm worried about Vi and Caitlyn. I'm worried about EKKO, if he's okay. Powder, aka Jinx. I just worry that this is going to push Powder fully into Jinx and kind of make her sever that tie with the part of her, the last little bits of herself that are still Powder, you know, because she's going to see this as the ultimate betrayal. Yeah. Just stressed about the next couple episodes and what's going to happen. You know, per usual. Anyway, I think that is all that I really have to say about this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you want, you can watch the next episode right now over on Patreon, which is linked in the description down below. While you're over there, you can also watch my entire full-length reaction to this episode and every episode of Arcane thus far. Until next time. Bye, guys.